Every financial scandal has its mastermind, and in the case of the infamous South Sea bubble of the 18th century, that man was John Blunt, a name less recognized today but pivotal in one of history's wildest tales of greed, ambition, and disaster. Who was he? A financial genius, a cunning manipulator, or both? Stick around as we uncover the extraordinary rise and fall of John Blunt. John Blunt was born in London in 1665 into a modest family. Growing up in an era of transformation where commerce was booming and England was expanding its influence, he developed a sharp eye for opportunity. Trained as a scrivener, a legal professional dealing in contracts and loans, Blunt mastered the language of finance and law, laying the foundation for his meteoric rise. By the time Blunt entered the world of high finance, England was in desperate need of economic solutions. National debt was crippling, wars were frequent, and the monarchy needed resources to maintain power. Enter John Blunt, a man with bold ideas and a vision that would eventually captivate and devastate a nation. Blunt's defining moment came in 1711 when he helped found the South Sea Company. Initially designed to manage England's debt through a clever swap, trading government IOAs for shares in the company, the South Sea Company also promised lucrative trade rights in South America. The reality, Spain controlled those territories and trade prospects were slim. But Blunt wasn't one to let inconvenient facts slow him down. A master of persuasion, he painted visions of boundless riches waiting across the ocean. Investors flocked in droves, lured by tales of easy wealth and endless opportunity. Under Blunt's leadership, the company's stock prices soared. He orchestrated a frenzy of speculation, convincing Parliament and the public alike to buy in. For a moment, it seemed like the entire nation was getting rich. But beneath the surface, the foundation was far from stable. In 1720, the bubble reached its peak, shares skyrocketed to impossible heights. But bubbles always burst, and this one was no exception. When confidence wavered, panic set in and the stock price plummeted. Fortunes evaporated overnight, leaving thousands ruined. Blunt, who had profited enormously from the company's success, suddenly found himself at the center of the fallout. Though many accused him of manipulation, it's worth noting that he didn't act alone. His schemes were enabled by politicians, aristocrats, and an entire society consumed by greed. In the aftermath, investigations revealed just how far the corruption went. While some of Blunt's contemporaries faced harsh consequences, he managed to escape with much of his wealth intact. Yet, his reputation was forever tarnished, a financial prodigy who danced too close to the sun. John Blunt's story is more than a cautionary tale. It's a reflection of human nature, our capacity for ambition, innovation, and yes, greed. The South Sea bubble paved the way for modern financial regulations, teaching hard lessons about unchecked speculation and the fragility of economic systems. Blunt himself remains a polarizing figure. Was he a villain who exploited his position for personal gain? Or a visionary who simply pushed too far, too fast? Historians still debate his motives, but one thing is certain: his impact on history is undeniable. So, what can we learn from John Blunt and the South Sea bubble? Perhaps it's the importance of skepticism in the face of too good to be true promises, or the need for balance between ambition and responsibility. At the end of the day, Blunt's story reminds us that while financial empires can rise in moments, their collapse can be even swifter. The question remains, if you were in Blunt's shoes, what would you have done?